Hello, everyone. What's the Android SDK called? Alright, so I need to grab a cable so I can plug my phone in. Not that one. So, for anyone who's wondering, today the plan is that I'm going to try and see if I can't make a basic home screen for my phone. So I want something simple, effective, kind of pretty. Generally just good, you know? I've acquired a USB cable that is slightly too long, but that's fine. Because slightly too long USB cables is fine. Now, at least initially I'm going to try and do this on Linux, but if I have to, I can just fire up a virtual machine of Windows. So, ADB shell. Always allow from this computer. There we go. Current issue. This cable's shit. Great. Okay. I have other cables. I have better cables. Why am I using this cable? This cable's... That's the cable for... That's not what I want. Because that is my keyboard cable, which is distinctly not gonna work for this, if I'm being honest. Keyboard cables don't typically allow one to connect one's phone. This one, on the other hand, is perfect. It's just a standard-ass USB cable without issues. Even clicks into place. Hello, DM.
Wow.
I have reached the point where I really love my phone's launcher. I really do. It's fantastic. But rather unfortunately... Hello, Elo. Rather unfortunately, the launcher on my phone is kind of painful to use because, like, half the time it stops responding, and when I install it, Android goes, hey, this app is so old that we're only technically allowing you to install it. There's no guarantees it's even going to work. So, yeah. So, what's up, Ewo?
I've got the hard choice of doing the food shopping.
Oh, okay.
As in, I don't know what to get.
Oh. Well, what do you want?
I need like a week's worth of meals for 3 people.
Soup. That's easy. Make a soup.
You say that's easy, we're lazy.
Okay, yeah, but you only have to do it once, and you can just microwave a bowl whenever you want. You just, like, literally put the pot in the fridge.
soup for a week.
Get a big pot.
I got a really big. Oh.
Just use the default launcher with Android ASOP. No. That's genuinely good option. Not what I'm looking for though, because what I want is not function. Like it's similar but not the same as the ASOP launcher. Plus, I want to make it in Godot. So
I want a bonus pork leg. Potato. Let's go with Mary Pipers. I need vegetables.
carrots, potatoes, those are good ones to go with. Actually,
Frozen.
if what?
I'll just buy a bag of frozen.
Yeah. If you want it, you could do a split pea soup as well.
That's if I go with soup.
I mean, that's fair. But if you do
Wrong
if
time
you
of
do
year
split
for soup.
pea, it's like mostly water. So, and also delicious. And split peas, you can get a bag of them for pretty cheap, at least around here.
Dried yellow split peas, I can get. It's £2 a kilo. That's actually very reasonable.
Yeah.
The split peas.
Yeah.
What I used to make was a bacon and lentils.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, my point there is you can just like throw together like a great big pot essentially.
It used to contain 32 rashers of bacon in a pot of soup.
Hmm.
I want a pack of smoke. It's now expensive.
I want to find my FHS. I want
Give me a bag of red and a bag of green lentils.
Side FHS. I'm trying to remember what it's called. There's a thing where you can. Am I downloading Android Studio? No, I'm not using Android Studio.
What are you trying to look for?
The thing that lets you interact with the internals of Nix so you can query about packages.
SSH.
No. It's not a Nix shell, but it's a Nix shell. It's a Nix. You know what?
Oh,
I'll just look up the kernel because the kernel page has it. REPL, the REPL.
yeah. I still don't have a pasta machine.
Yeah.
I'll get one eventually.
Android
No, I want product not ready.
SDK 9.0. Okay, that's perfect. I just wanted to know if that was the latest version. Oh.
Thing is, I've only just started getting meals, and my basket's already $100.
Hmm. I mean, like as I said, you can do a lot with a little if you go with a soup or any kind of like. If it resembles a soup, really.
I could also put noodles in it.
You could.
My ex's mum used to make the best, it contained chicken, garlic, ginger. It was chicken noodle. She used to make the best chicken noodle soup going.
Why don't you make a chicken noodle then?
Because it won't be like hers. and I'll be disappointed.
Well, you can just play around with it, make it your own.
What's the chicken? Chicken noodles expensive purely for the sheer amount of ginger and garlic you use.
Why is it permission denied? B-Wrap. Right, okay.
Computer says no.
Now,
You know what?
Oh, what?
Buy some of that. I'll buy some of that.
Why can I not? That's wrong. Permissions none. The permissions of Godot Sharp cannot be determined.
Non-existent.
Okay. Mod 777-R here. There we go. The only reason I'm having to do this is because the mono version of Godot is not available in the Nix repo yet. At least not for Godot 4. Godot 3 it is, but... Oh. Didn't mean to make that. New game project, go away. Remove the trash.
Ooh. Damn it, me shopping's dangerous because I go off on tangents of, ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice.
Is there any reason you're using Godot instead of Android Studio? Because I can use C#. And also I want good acceleration. I want it to be smooth. As far as I know, Android Studio doesn't let me use C#. And also, Godot seems like an interesting way to go about this. So...
Mustard. Because mother wanted burgers. 200 grams gonna be enough. We've probably had this conversation before, but out of interest, how do you make your burgers?
Just ground beef and ground chicken mixed together with an egg or two, depending on the amount that you're making, and then breadcrumbs. And then you basically just flatten them out, put them on a pan. Wouldn't it be more performant? No.
Have you thought about changing out the breadcrumbs and eggs for mustard?
I've done that. I've put shredded pickles in it before. It was fantastic.
Fair enough. Yeah, because mine consists of mince, whatever composition that is, mustard, salt, and pepper. That's the entire burger.
Mm-hmm.
Also meatballs. How much is corned beef at the moment? Ooh, has to do their own.
Okay, yeah. ARM64 is all I really need right now. Export an APK.
Yes, please. I'll grab some different. Enjoyed the baby.
Don't know why it's not showing anything in my home directory. That's a bit weird. That path does not match where I am. Valid Android SDK path is required in editor settings. Okay.
Two sets of mints.
Ah, okay. I need to actually nail it down. Okay. Shell put package in directory.
Hmm.
Now there's an option. If I could type, it'd be fantastic, you know.
Jesus Christ, I can't basic math at the moment.
No?
280 by 2 is 560.
What was it?
280 multiplied by 2.
By 2?
Yeah.
560.
Okay, cool. That means it's more than the other packet and costs less. That'd be... No, it costs a little bit more, but 10p more. I'd rather pay a tiny bit more.
Based on what I'm reading, this should be fine. Oh, well, actually, fair enough. That.
I want a tin of coconut milk. Yeah, fuck it. I don't mind paying branded for £1.25. And curry paste. Specifically patterns. Funniest thing is, over half of the Indian restaurants over here in the UK use Patak's paste
Okay.
for their curries. Which Patak? Don't want one there, bro. Go with korma. That is 7 meals.
Cool.
Now, time for alcohol.
Unexpected dollar curly. No, it's very expected. Ow. Helps. It needs. Yeah. And I forgot the semicolon.
Don't do that.
7 plus 7 divided by 7 plus 7 times 7 minus 7. Well, let's see if this thing can do order of operations. Unknown variable x. Well, according to this, it's 50. Question is, did it do the order of operations correctly?
Well, it's multiplication, so it's 7 times 7.
Yeah.
Which is 49. Division, so you need... That's 1, 8. Plus...
7 times 7, and then divided by...
Plus 8 minus 7 is 50.
Yeah.
It can do order of operations.
Good. So that's probably better than Windows Calculator, because I know Windows Calculator fucks up order of operations all the time. That's not even a joke.
No, I don't trust Windows. No, Windows Calculator specific, right? What do I want to drink? Whiskey, rum, gin.
What's wrong here?
Everything. The fuck? Vegan alcohol. That's a new one to me.
Yeah, it's a new one to me too. I'm not sure how you get from A to B there.
Apparently, Kraken Black spiced rum is vegan.
I mean, the thing is, that makes sense. But they would all be, because you don't typically use, like, meat in alcohol, amongst other things. Like,
I know. It's just one of those where they've got a specific section for vegan alcohol. Oh, look at Spirit.
what's next? Alcohol-free alcohol? Oh boy. Are you perhaps talking about... Let me find it.
Yeah.
Where is it? There's a variety my brother loved growing up, which was weird. For whatever reason, my brother loves the flavor of alcohol-free beer.
Odd one. There's a specific rum that I love, but good luck fucking finding it.
Yeah, well, it's not Heineken, it's... not
Is it a
Corona.
bit of Foster's?
It's just like a canned bottle type. Like, it looks like beer. It just isn't. But yeah, there's plenty of non-alcoholic beer on the market, and I'm just not seeing it right now. Oh well.
There's loads of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what I was looking for. What I'm looking for is Captain Morgan's sliced apple rum. That shit is lethal. Tiki's okay, but I'd rather drink not tiki.
Fair. Alright, so I can't find the platform-tools directory, which is fair, but that also means that I might have the wrong package.
I know Captain Morgan's is like
There it is.
major known rum. I found one called Sailor Jerry.
Okay.
We have Sailor Jerry rum.
It's a bit odd, but fair enough.
Do you think he left Captain Morgan and said, fuck you?
Maybe. That feels like that happened exactly that way, to be honest.
Oh, that's a little bit too out of my price range, but that sounds amazing. Caramelized pineapple rum.
Ooh.
Thing is, it's £26.
Ooh. That's less nice.
I don't mind paying £18 a bottle. That's reasonable.
Honestly, even that's
£19
still
it is
kind
a
of...
put. For rum,
Actually, yeah, you're fair. Fair.
a litre of rum.
Yeah. Fair.
If it was 70 centilitres, £16 top. They've got one, but it's such a nice rum. I don't know if I can justify it, although I might treat myself to it.
Could not find key store. Unable to sign. Or export, maybe? I don't know. Well, it made a zip file, but that's not an APK. Or it did? Show file manager. Where the fuck is it putting this? It's put it... What directory is this? Project. Oh, it's in the project folder. Okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. There is no certificates there. So, certificate store then. Gotta figure that out. This is project settings. I need editor settings. Debug key store. Why is the path window so tiny? Anyway, there. Oh, I don't have one of those. Keys. Oh, okay. How the fuck do I make a key store? Android make key store. Why is the right-click copy disabled on fucking Stack Overflow? I don't know. Just there we go. There we go. I just put nonsense in. Do I have the correct SC Linux version set for Android in the XML file? Fucking no. Not even remotely. But I don't need them yet. Key store password is incorrect. Well, god damn it. Oh, good. It just exposes it. Okay. I'm just going to use the defaults. Android. 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 There we go. This is literally just me getting a first export going.
I have decided what alcohol to buy.
Oh?
I am. Bear in mind, this is a fucking treat to myself. Normally, I wouldn't spend this much, but I've had like 6 different people recommend it to me. £36 bottle of rum.
Okay.
$60 Canadian.
Hmm.
For a bottle of rum.
I think that works.
Oh, I need peanut butter.
See, the reason I'm doing this now instead of later is so that I know everything works.
Mark.
Alright. I have icon. I open icon. The crew launcher closed because this app has a bug. Try clearing the app's cache first and then reopen the app. Yeah, I'll clear the cache for it. Open app. Immediately crash. Yeah, okay, fair. It might be because there isn't a default form yet, so there's nothing for it to do. Oh, hang on, I can do this? Oh, hell yeah.
Have you ever heard of the seasoning aromat?
It worked! No.
Understandable. Considering it's originated in South Africa and hard to come across in the first place. That shit, it's just the pinnacle of seasonings.
Fair enough. Android permission home screen. Android permission home. Which OS do you consider to be more secure, and why Android versus a NixOS? And when I say Android, I mean ASOP. ASOP, I wouldn't say is the most secure. It's the most vanilla. It's not hardened against anything. And I wouldn't say any of them is more secure than any other at this point. In terms of, like, Linux versus Android. Both are very hardened, rather. When you consider, like, a solid exploit against Linux is a big problem, for good reason. Android kind of benefits from that. Interesting.
Oh, that's my shopping done.
I mean,
Shopping's
you say
done.
that, but
Bank,
that's not
bank
quite true.
account's crying. Well, shopping's done for the week.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, it depends on how you define malware. Because yes, resident malware will be not necessarily deleted, but at least disabled when you reboot. But if something is registered as a device admin, which happens a lot, it's gonna be right. It's gonna be activating. If it's something that's installed in the background as a service, which apps can do, again, not as secure as you think. Now, I think this is going to be a case of I just need to add what I want here. Permissions. Hmm. That's not my intent. No. I know that it can be done. I've seen other people have done it, so. I think it might not have worked. You have KDE Connect running in the background as administrator. It shows you. And yes, even if you delete the app and reboot, it can remain resident. Especially if it got device admin, you're fucked at that point. There's a sub from root. Hey, Cobalt Dev, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello, everyone. Currently just trying to figure out what the magic things to type are to enable me to turn this app into a home app. But yeah, welcome. I have no idea how to do this, because I've never done this. But it does work. I kind of wish that it would, screen capture, but
Meanwhile, I'm even more clueless and just here for shits and giggles.
accurate, yeah. Meanwhile, I'm looking at an answer for how to do it from 10 years, 7 months ago. Which means it might be out of date. Solid chance, actually. Good luck getting root up on an update device anyway with some sort of zero. Well, yeah. Well, but device admin exists and you can use it. It's just a thing. It's not root, but it's close enough. At least for malware. Because it essentially is just like, yeah, I'll just do whatever. See, like, this person did it, for example. They made a physics-based launcher. It's pointless, but it has physics.
That's actually amusing.
Yeah. I imagine that would be awful to use. I also appreciate...
Please tell me it also interacts with, like, the, what's it called?
The gyro? It looks like it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it absolutely wrecked your battery. There was also somebody else that did a thing. In a similar fashion. But it was a launcher designed for like using with a controller. Turns your phone into like the tablet for like your own Android based Switch type device. It was kind of cool. It's kind of what inspired me. I actually want to do this. If anyone has any suggestions on what I'm missing, now would be a great time to point them out to me.
What are you trying to do? Well, at this very moment.
I'm trying to figure out how to make it so that they can run the app as home. Because it's a permission, and I don't know what permission it is, but it is. And as far as I can... Wow, there's a permission for breaking the device. Anyway. Yeah. I just want a nice, clean... Yeah. Set preferred applications. I saw mention of that.
Could it possibly be overlay?
No, overlays if you want to render on top of other apps.
Mm.
You know what the worst part is? You Google Android, make your own home app. All the top results are home decoration using your Android phone. Which makes logical sense, but is still irritating as fuck.
A declaration, declare hardware as optional, determine hardware ability, declare permissions by API level. Install time permissions such as null permissions or signature permission. The permission is granted automatically installed. If the permission is a runtime permission or special permission, your app is installed on a device that runs Android 6 or higher, you must require a permission or special. No. the idea behind this is you're trying to make an app into a home screen.
Yeah, which is all a home screen is. It's just an app with a special permission.
Is it a runtime?
No?
Oh, special permissions. Special app access page in system settings contains a set of user toggleable options operations. Many of these operations are implemented as special permissions. Learn more how to request special permissions. Special permission guard access to system resources that are particularly sensitive or not directly related to user privacy. These permissions are defined in install-type permissions and runtime permissions. Some examples of such permissions include scheduling exact tasks, displaying and drawing over other apps, accessing all storage data. Not exactly helpful.
Android, how to get list of apps from an app. That you write.
Permission groups. Description, icon, label, name, contained in manifest, description, attributes. Not helpful. Make custom.
Would any app could any app just willy-nilly grant themselves a permission for device admin? No, you do have to do it, but that isn't going to stop them from asking. And let me tell you, you present the person the option to do it 5 times in a row, they'll do it.
You're after home screen, not OS.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
I might not be able to do this in Godot at least easily. I don't know. I'm trying to remember how you get to the... There's an option somewhere to get assets. Oh, asset, probably right there. Notification, scheduler, deep link, in-app review, add mob. Yeah, that's what I want. Firebase. Android Godot XR, Android OpenXR loaders. Oh, so if you want to make a VR app. Not quite what I'm looking for. Or they'll delete the app, but most people will just do it. And that's not even a joke, that's not an exaggeration. I've seen it happen. Most people, when faced with an app asking for admin, like repeatedly, will just say yes to make it go away. Is that the correct thing to do? God, no. Is it a thing that they'll absolutely do? God, yes.
What's this? I don't think this is what you're after. What Android version are you running? Because that will also have an effect on it.
14, I think.
Latest before beta, then.
I guess so. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's 14.
Yeah, 14's current, 15's releasing hopefully end of this year.
Software information, yeah, Android 14.
Okay, so it's not. So render script APIs are going to be difficult then, because they're being depreciated. Thing is, though, it's not necessarily computationally in.
What do you mean computational? I don't know what you...
RenderScript is a framework for running computationally intensive tasks at high performance on Android. RenderScript is primarily orientated for use with data parallel, although serial workloads can benefit as well.
I can tell you that I don't need that. That's for like CUDA and stuff. That's not...
Yeah.
Well, not CUDA. CUDA doesn't exist on Android, but the same idea.
Develop UI for Android.
I mean, the UI is easy. The problem is I need to figure out how to get the list of other apps, which means I need to figure out how to access Plugin Manager. Am I sure about that? Yeah, I happen to be in a game engine. It's pretty easy to, draw things on screen in a game engine. So it's not the early 1980s anymore.
Yeah, see, developer.android.com says to use Compose.
For what?
Building a UI for Android. It says develop UI for Android. Toolkit for building native UI with less code.
Yeah, but it's like XAML. Similar.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's really useful, but it's not what you're trying to achieve. It's useful for what you're trying to achieve, but it's not the way you want to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
to give you an idea, to show that it's possible.
Wear OS, Jetcaster, Jetcat, Wear Speaker.
That's Godot.
Yeah. It needs a Steam Deck where you can run it all off your phone.
Anyone that wants games to actually perform well?
Depends on the phone. And the game.
Found something that was hopeful, but no, it was literally just somebody making a launcher for Windows in Godot, which is easy. It's very easy. This is the same thing again, except for Linux devices and single-board computers. Godot, Android, Home. Let's have a... I don't want to search his project. I want to search all of GitHub, please. Repositories. Well, that isn't quite right, because that's a repo for a redesigned rotary phone. Text to speech, add mod plugin. Notifications. None of that's what I'm looking for. But, like, it's clearly doable. I just don't know what the doing is. Ask ChatGPT? Sure. Given the lack of information online, it might be the thing. God, I got so many chats in here.
I've got a 13-minute video that I think tells you how to do it.
I know you can't see, because I'm hiding all the chats. Unless you want to read about the Darth Plagueis tragedy. And the LGBTQ plus experiment extravaganza, as it called it for some reason. And me asking about how to do NAT and DHCP on Nix, which, by the way, it totally just did not work. It shat the bed with that one. Oh, I also asked it who the inventor of color was. It was Adelaide, by the way. Adelaide invented color. No, it's not Adelaide. Adeline. Her initial experiments involved mixing different chemicals together to create new substances that would produce colors when exposed to light. She invented color. There we go. New chat. How can I make a home app in Godot for Android? Okay, well, it's giving me the 10-mile high view of this. Okay. Intent filter. That's actually useful information, but it doesn't quite apply perfectly. Control F intent. Godot add intent. Godot universal intent plugin? You can create your own Android intents and get the result. As of this time, this plugin can only create the most basic intents. But that's not quite what I'm looking for. Okay. I wonder if that's what the include filter here is for. Because it's an intent filter, right? Show on Android TV. Show as launcher app. True. That makes things easy. What? The current .NET SDK does not support targeting .NET 7. Either target 6 or lower, or... Oh. Why does it think I have 7? It even says version 6 right there. The heck is it high on? But... I think I've got it. Oh, I'm on the NixOS wiki. No wonder it looks wrong.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Guess what I found?
The answer to your solution.
Guess what exists inside of that options file?
Is it .NET 6?
No, although I did need to add that. No, the answer is show as launcher app equals false is now true.
Oh my god.
Can't even make that shit up. Also, it's bitching at me because it's trying to target .NET 7 for some reason. Why is this not associated with Writer? Why is Writer not showing up? I have Writer installed. Yeah, it's targeting .NET 6. Why is it throwing a fit?
There we go. Yeah, no, my mother saw what I ordered and she asked me to change something on it for her.
Fair enough. Also, I just
But she
realized I
couldn't.
misread what that error was. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
So, what did she want different?
She wanted a different set of fruit juice, or what we call wash.
Okay.
The highly concentrated mixture of fruit that you add water to.
Okay.
Yeah, I got her apple and mango, and she wanted a different one.
Fair enough.
which is reasonable.
Don't know what just happened there, because I saw an error on screen and then disappeared, so. But that's I think because I was unlocking it while it was installing. But it was like an old, like, Android 3 error. Like, it was... Yeah. Settings. Launcher, no permissions allowed, no permissions denied.
I think it's on the home screen.
Nope, that's for configuring the default Samsung home screen, unfortunately. Excuse me.
Android.
Default apps. Let's have a look in there. Choose default apps. Home app. Okay, it's not listed. Eevee and One UI are, though. Eevee being the launcher that I really like. WebView is insecure as fuck. What are you talking about? It's an out-of-date version of Chrome. Always has been.
I just stick with One UI. Primarily because I can't bother to add anything else.
Yeah. You know what I love is that apparently it's transpiling my C# to Kotlin based on what I just saw there. Not that there is literally any C# going on, but... Sure. Just errors, I guess.
Could not find path to the editor.
Yeah. There we go. Still can't find it, apparently. Because that makes all the sense. There. Put it there, too. There it goes.
Now it's no longer shitting itself.
So far.
We pray.
You know, I feel like it doesn't get console output over here for whatever reason. Which is weird.
Did it work?
I mean, it ran. I don't know if it worked.
You'd have to check your phone for that.
I'd have to probably watch the output from it, which would be... There we go. The answer is I have no idea if that just worked because it's very spammy. The answer is yes.
Nuts.
And the other answer that I now have is Godot. Only output from Godot.
Progress.
I'm just touching my phone, getting all those touch events.
If you pick your phone up and start moving it around, I wonder if that will just fill out as well.
No, because it doesn't have access to the sensors.
Ah.
Literally, at this point, the only thing it has access to is the touchscreen. Anyway, it's still not a home, but you know what? I know it can be done. I can probably message one of the people that have done it and be like, "Hey, how do you do that?" So in the meantime, let's see if we can't figure out how to get the list of apps.
How do.
How do you get the list of apps? Android get list of install or get list of apps, and then I guess Stack Overflow. Hmm. It's not that. Yeah, that was too much to hope for. I wonder if I can just run Package Manager? There's just PM. ADB shell PM. Yep. And let's just put like a rich text box here. Okay, rich text label, I guess. Layout, transform, container sizing. There we go. It should just fill the screen now. Call it output. Trying to remember how you use get node now. What does it think node is? Well, it's a node.
Nah, it's a string.
All right, so PSI. Okay. I remember all the options I need to do this because I'm hoping this even works. Redirect standard output equals true. PSI.redirect standard error equals false because I don't need the error. PSI dot you shall execute equals true. I think. Var output equals PSI or no process dot run process dot start PSI dot well not the start dot no actually that output dot wait for exit and then I want to do node dot text equals output dot standard output dot read to end and save and close because it's gonna bug out immediately. And let's see. That didn't work. But why didn't it work? Node not found. Okay. Wait, so it worked before then? Yeah, okay, so... Oh, no. Process object must use the use shall execute property set to false. Ah, that's what it is. Okay. Okay, let's see. Well, it didn't throw any errors, but it also didn't make any outputs, so...
One step forward, 3 steps back.
Shows I had second copy of Godot open for some reason, so let's just clean that up. That might explain why it was bugging out. It was probably reconnecting to the wrong instance. What if I just, like, hello world? Does it print hello world? Because that'll tell me where the bug is. Like, for example, is the dot text function not working, or is it something else? Looks like it's the text function, because I don't see it there. Is it?
Yep.
Oh, and it's, of course, fucked up again. Thank you. Dot odd text. Let's try that. Nothing.
Just to make sure I'm not thinking about something that could be completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Does output.wait for exit have to be at the end?
No, because that means it waits for this to finish, and then it'll take all the text that came out, and then do that.
Okay.
What I am gonna do though is gd.print new instance. And in fact, I'm gonna do this. So it's very visible. You know what the other thing I might do is? gd.print standard output dot read to end. Gonna open source launcher. I don't know. I might give it away. I don't know. Maybe. Might also just put it on the Play Store. I mean,
how much are you gonna charge for it?
$5, or you can support me by watching one ad a day. One ad. Fuck that. I have tried a launch before where every single tap brought up an ad.
I can't. At that point, I just uninstall it.
Right? That's what I did.
See, I would be happy to deal with an ad a day.
Yeah. They got a little notification, hey, if you wouldn't mind watching an ad, it would really help me. Hell, if you...
Please watch its ad, otherwise this will close. Thanks.
But yeah, we'll see. We will see.
Hey, if you watch this ad, we'll stop asking you for the next 24 hours to watch ads.
Yep.
Thing is, if you word it that way, people are more inclined to do it.
Sure. Alright, so, new instance ran. So, I know that the code ran. It never printed anything from standard output. Which means either nothing's being captured from standard output, or it's just actually not running. Or it's standard error. Because it's like, you know, hey, this isn't quite right. Because you're not actually telling me to do anything, so here's the output. It might be standard error. Nothing. Android can an app run PM? Well, I'm getting, I Googled that, and what I got was a request for an app from Public Mobile. So not quite. I wonder if perhaps It's just printing an empty line. Can apps not use applications? That might be the case. Irritatingly, if I was using Java, I could just use get package manager, but get text editor, project manager, upgrading, philosophy, asset library. You know, the irritating is both those other Android-based launchers I showed you, not open sourced or even source available. So I can't even like look at their source to find out what they did. Oh, trust me, I've been asking Google a lot of questions. Well, no, the problem isn't that the problem is not that it's an ASOP thing. The problem is that it's a not available in C# thing, as far as I can tell. It's obviously doable. People have done it. How? It has nothing to do with the version of Android or anything like that. And I did check the asset library. There's nothing for it there. Okay, just write that bit in Kotlin. If I knew Kotlin, also no, because this is not a environment for Kotlin. Is Epicuda still active on Reddit? Last post was 5 months ago, so probably not. It is an emulation launcher, which is fine, but also not what I'm looking for. Reddit, Android, Godot, launcher. Is this person still... Is Dollar Store eGirl still active on Reddit? Yes. I'm going to send them a message. Was it about a year ago? Yeah. What? What are you laughing about?
I'm watching YouTube at the same time.
Ah. Well, let's see if that bears any fruit in the next couple days. In the meantime, we shall continue Googling. That's good tea. Not quite what I'm looking for here. Well, no, they don't. They're typically not, but I'm using this for a reason. So, and Kotlin has a built-in library for this, but that's entirely missing the point, Ewo. Entirely, completely. Overhead. Colliding with a flagpole. Maybe the broadside of a barn, perhaps. But like the roof bit of it, really? More so? Wow, this is just straight up a JetBrains IDE. Yep. I knew about that, actually. I don't use Signal, but yeah. Still coming. Automotive. That's kind of funky. Yeah, that's a neat piece of statistics right there. Yeah, this is literally just an IDE from JetBrains that Google's repurposed. When did Android Studio release? I have no idea. This says copyright 2000, so definitely not that. Because I can tell you right now, Android did not exist in the year 2000. That being said, I bet if I open Sea Lion, which is not listed for some reason, idea, sure. We'll try idea. Notice how identical this is? About. Don't know why I resized the window, but yeah, there you go. 2000, 2024, 2000, 2024. Powered by open source software. Like, it's the same software. Android Studio is just licensed, probably idea. I mean, there's a year worth of patches that I have here that isn't here, but point stands. Not all of JetBrains is paid. Actually, a fair amount of it's free. Oh, that's fun. But yeah, let's say you're a Rust developer. Apparently there's Rust over, which is in early access. That's neat. But yeah, no, there is like free IDEs. I'm pretty sure that Sea Lion's free. No, it's a free trial. I know they do have some, like one of them's free. Is Idea? Yeah, Idea is a 30-day trial. One of them is free. I know this. I've seen it. Well, on the plus side, I do have a license for all of that, so, you know. Just pretty much all of it. But I know that they at least used to have free stuff. I don't know if maybe they don't anymore, but they definitely did. I just realized I was waiting the entire time because the about window's open. That's dumb. Data lore is free. Dotpeak is free. Kotlin is their own language, and that's free. Hub is free. Yeah. It says hello Android on my phone. That's an improvement, actually.
That's a massive improvement.
Yeah, but now I have to learn Kotlin.
Oof.
Android, how to make a launcher. I don't even know where to go to edit the manifest. Oh, you know what? Maybe the manifest folder. There's a thought. Hey, it worked. Cool. It's listed as an option. Just once, I would like to have it as my home, please. Then I would like to go back to Eevee because I didn't need my phone to be functional. Because there's no way to get the settings or anything from there. That would be... Think about how awful that would be. You accidentally set a blank app as your home screen. With no way out.
That's just great.
Yeah. I'm curious, how well does the Android emulator work? Let's test out this Pixel 3a. Sure does take a while for it to boot this. It's gonna stop it. But we'll just stick to the real device. Hmm. Well, it doesn't exist anymore. Fair enough. I'm having a look at a thing here. Well, that was very nice. It just converted my code from Java to Kotlin.
Well, ain't that handy?
Yeah. Yeah, see, the package manager bit here is what I couldn't do before, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how exactly the
Designer is supposed to work. That's clean. I have no idea how that's supposed to work. You know what? YouTube. It's a good source for information.
Especially with people that have a very thick East Asian accent.
Yes. Or Indian.
Yes, East Asian. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I found a playlist from 2018 called "How to Make an Android App Like Nova Launcher," which is not a great launcher, but it's a good thing to start with. It's 5 years old. I wonder if it's in Kotlin or Java.
Here, and today we are going to start a new series, the tools that we both. The pre-requirements for this series are pretty basic.
Ah, Java. Of course it is. Kotlin. And I could just make a new project, but like choose Java this time. It's an option. Actually, no, apparently I can't. Apparently it's Kotlin, or Groovy, which I think is not. I don't know. Is I don't know.
Ones, I mean, because playlist, so you don't need to know theory. So obviously, I want to emphasize fully meaningful. The SimCoder forum.
California dreaming. That's loud.
Hey guys, SimCoder here, and today
I'm glad I can't hear it
start
then.
writing code for our novel launch, and just not going to do. The thing that we are going to do is to go into manifests, into your Android manifest.xml file. The reason why we're here is because we must change some things in our main activity, which is the main one, and this one will be the launcher itself. And so we must tell the phone that it has this application installed that this is supposed to be a launcher, that this is supposed to run as a home screen. And so we have a couple of things that we can add that will trigger that event. So the only one, and the one that's really important, is the home category. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to say home. Okay? And I'm going to add yet another one, which will be default. And
This is actually just the plugin store from JetBrains.
When you run the app, run it has a launcher, a home screen. Another thing, change it, so I'm going to add it right away. And you are going to say launch mode, and I believe it is single task, yeah.
I messed that up multiple times there.
And I'm going to add state not needed and set it to true. So now
Interesting.
when you launch the app, it should be running. And actually, I'm going to do it right now, so wait a second. So I've launched the app, and as you can see, I'm in the main activity. It doesn't have anything, and if I go into preview, it should load up just hello world, so that's what we have. And when I click home, you will see that it doesn't get out of this application, and that's because of the lines that we added in here. Another thing is when we go into the drawer, nothing appears. This is an app, but it doesn't appear in the drawer page. So it is really interesting, and if you go back, okay, you get the point. So I'm going to move on, and we are going to start working on the main layout. So let's jump into the activity main, and we are going to leave this as is. The only difference is that we are going to add a linear layout in here. We are going to set it to match parent and the height.
So this is like a piece of XML that doesn't exist he's showing right now.
To wrap contents.
You know what? I'm gonna see if that other option does actually give me Java, because I actually I don't want to say no Java, but close enough. That looks like Java. No, you see, I don't... Okay, so here's the thing. I'm a C# developer, right? Java is closer to C# than Kotlin. Ugh! Fuck, it's getting hot in here. It's not even that cold outside.
I thought we were close.
Wow. Just wow.
Couldn't help it.
I know. I think I confused it. Yeah, but the problem is, the other problem with it is that it's fundamentally different in how the whole app is set up. Oh, it's still using Kotlin. Never mind. So despite everything, it's still not great.
California dreaming.
Why is it that all the videos are like 7, 5 years old, 10 years old?
No clue.
Recently uploaded. Let's have a look at that. Why Kotlin's the best language? No. Face detection and recognition in Android? No. Cheating in Warzone? No. World's biggest Godzilla boss fight Easter egg Call of Duty Zombies?
No, it just sounds like you're... Actually, no, I'm going to stop there.
This review is going to make me very unpopular. It's Linus Tech Tips. What does that have to do with the words, make your own custom launcher Kotlin? YouTube.
Linus is probably the closest thing to that.
Yeah. Can I filter by, like, previous year, maybe? That'd be good. When was this article published? 2018. Too old. When was this article published? 2023. That's actually recent. Okay. Wow, this page is... it's 2 minutes long. Because apparently that's how you make a length of an article now. But also, apparently, it's, like, really quick. I don't even know. Six years ago. 3 months ago. Okay, this is actually helpful, what I found here. But it doesn't actually explain how to do anything, like... How do I put something on screen? It's great to know how to get the list of apps. It's actually fantastic. But it doesn't help me in this case.
I don't have an answer.
I know you don't. Happy 621, by the way.
Oh, time. I'm looking at it thinking, wait, what? It's not the day, it's not the time. Oh, wait, it's Canadian time.
Why does this one not work? I've changed nothing and it's broken. Oh, look, it's running now. Can I pop it out? I legitimately don't know how to pop that out. And that makes me sad, because that should be popped out, because it's, amongst other things, really, really small.
Can you click?
It's actually a relatively fast, emulator here. Oh, that's... that. Dang. I was kind of hoping it would actually dial. I would have called the customer service of Time Mobile. I didn't realize I was looking for a time service, but, you know, good enough.
Yeah, that's a point. You probably could with an eSIM.
Yeah, I don't think I can slot us an eSIM into an emulator, but, you know.
It's a code.
Oh, fair enough. I don't think it...
An eSIM's a code. It's not an actual SIM.
Fair enough.
I can get an eSIM on my phone, and it's basically just it allows me to get rid of the physical SIM card, and I can then put SD cards in its place.
Fair enough. Well, the flashlight
And the way
on the
you
camera on there is on. Just turn on the
The way
flashlight.
you activate them as well is literally a code.
Fair enough. It's actually really performant, not gonna lie. No Play Store in here, which makes me sad, but I'm still confused as to why this is suddenly broken, because I didn't actually change anything that should have broken it. In fact, it's a new project. It's exactly the same as the first time. So let's try making it again. See if it works this time. There's the button I was looking for earlier. And it's still broken. It's a brand new project. I've done nothing to it. You watched me just make it. The app is currently compiled against Android 33, requires at least 34. Why is this a problem by default? I don't even know where to begin to fix this either. Find in files 33. 34. Why did I have to make that change? Who the fuck knows? But I think it worked. Yeah, it did. Wish I could just have this like kind of floating and transparent, not interactable unless the app's running. That'd be nice. Can I get into the settings on this? I can. Turn on button navigation. God damn it. Button or gesture, for the love of God. It's already set to button. Why is it? Oh my god, that is awful. The emulator won't let you use button navigation. You know, the one place where it would be absolutely essential because my monitor isn't a touchscreen. And also...
No, why not?
What do you mean?
Why's your monitor not a touchscreen?
Because it's not.
You touch it hard enough, it definitely does something.
Yeah, it says I'm broken. Main home launcher default. That's what it is. There we go. Oh, device manager timed out after 300 seconds of waiting for the device to come online. I'm pretty sure it's there. Anyway. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I've got a lot of random tabs I can close now. Hmm. What a well-positioned error message that is. You know, just permanently off the bottom of the screen.
Amazing.
Why is that an error here? Oh, just that. Fair enough. And then I have I have no idea how to do this because all the tutorials are really old in Java or in Kotlin, and as far as I can tell, AI generated. So pretty good, pretty good. That's what you want. Hmm. This could be so much easier if somehow, ironically, one of the most used operating systems in the world had good examples. Like, holy shit. I'm curious, if I get rid of that,
Everything will break.
do we know this though?
No, of course not.
Nothing broke, it worked. But, yeah.
You should know in this situation, I know absolutely nothing.
It's fair, actually.
Well, alright, in all fairness, I say I know nothing. I know basics, and I could probably just about decipher what stuff does.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of creating it, you're on your own.
I'm so used to semicolons, but there's a language without it. I feel like that should work considering it's right there.
Good and will are very different words.
Well, that's a mutable list of application info. Yeah? Time for win? Okay. Alright, so, mutable list of string, I guess. Damn, there's no for each. That's such a basic ass oversight. List view is being... I just... Does that work? Well, it certainly didn't list anything, but that doesn't actually mean it didn't work. Oh, but that's probably because I need to add a permission. Okay, where the fuck do you put permission? Just inside the manifest. Okay. Oh, I get it now. And then if I come back up here, then that line should work now. It immediately crashes. Excellent. And because there's now no home screen set, it's stuck.
Pardon?
Yeah. Why is it a T-Mobile cell phone? What the fuck, Google?
trying to get a signal from somewhere.
Well, it claims to have a signal from T-Mobile. That's quite the activity going on here. It's failing to open an asset path. Okay. Let's try it on the real phone. Intermediate clashes there too. Okay. Ah, okay. Apparently I can't use that anymore, and it knows what to do. What a difference that was, hey? All I had to do was specifically say, I want to query every package. Instead of saying, hey, I want to query every package.
Such a big difference.
Resource linking failed. Great. Attribute Android name and tag must be a valid Java package name. Okay. So it's giving me a different answer that builds on top of this. Try that. Totally didn't just run it on my phone by accident. I think. Yeah. Run on the emulator, hey? Nope, still crashes. Oh, but now it's just a crash in yeah, I can't. It's not getting the, okay. Find view by ID or ID to list view must not be null. Which it should, because I grabbed it here. Node is a pain, especially in Debian. You won't find me agreeing or disagreeing. I don't use Node. I use sensible things like C#. Why doesn't it find it? Because it definitely knows it's there. It's got it. It's acting like that the list view doesn't exist, even though it definitely does. Hey, look, that was easy. Oh, you want a specific version? Just 21. And here's like 18. because it's not defined as an LTS. But point is, XOS makes it not terrible. So it's dying because find view by ID, R to ID to list view must not be null. Why is it null?
Because you didn't set it.
I absolutely did. That's surprising. It gave me code with, like, debugging checks and stuff to run. Okay, we don't have a logger. It's not crashing anymore, at least, but that doesn't particularly help me. Okay, I'm gonna have to reformat this. I'm confused what it means about what's going on here. If list view is null, do that, and then it acts like there's some error there, but I don't know what the error would be because Kotlin is not C#, and thus I don't know. I just realized it's probably list view and not adapter that I needed there. So it might have been working this entire time-ish. No. FreeSys controller. Okay. Whatever you want to call it. As of Android 11, this method no longer returns information about all apps. See that. It's great that you can't expand that in order to see the text and potentially click the link. Just saying. That doesn't help me right now. Where should activity main.xml be located? Res layout activity underscore main.xml. Okay. Okay. Control K, Control C doesn't comment them out, and that makes me sad. Okay. I give up for today. Have a good night, everyone. I'm gonna go do something else to take my mind off of how frustratingly dumb this is. And also think through my other options. Because, like, I wonder if I could, you know... I mean, like, maybe I could toy around with using Xamarin? Of course, technically it's Maui now, but... yeah. See ya.